The Honorary Consul of Laos to Switzerland, Swiss national Dr. Guido Kappali, made an official visit to the Xayaboury Dam project recently to learn firsthand about the environmental-friendly technology being used to develop the run-off river dam. According to him, the electricity produced through hydropower is a renewable form of energy and represents a better alternative to other sources. Details with our news team, Souphaksone Silaphet.
And sometimes, of course, I say also in German, we say it, you cannot wash the bear without making wet. Of course, there are sometimes some negative impacts, but you cannot, every energy, what human are doing, it has impact somewhere, and you have to wait. If what is the balance have to be positive. The balance is never same as before, but if it is positive, then you have to do it.
The Honorary Consulate Dr. Guido Kappeli made the statement during his visit to Xayaboury Dam site recently to learn more about the project. During his meeting with officials from the Ministry of Energy and Mining, representatives from the Xayabouri Power company, and engineers of the project, he was briefed by leading Poyry Principle Engineer Salk and Senior Project Manager Rene Schmidiges, where they explained from the basic project designs and functions to covering all the social and environmental issues. According to Poyry, to address the concerns of neighboring nations, Laos has redesigned the dam which will be able to ensure the release of all sediments downstream and allow 85% of the fish species to pass the dam. It will also build channels for boat navigation and establish fish breeding centers up and downstream of the dam. The redesign of the project cost the project developers of more than $100 million in additional funding, with the aim of addressing the concerns of the downstream Mekong nations.
I'm convinced that this is really a project which is on the highest level of the actual state of the art. Because I know also something about construction and about dam, and because in Switzerland we have a lot of dams, also river-run dams like this one.
While speaking to our news team, Dr. Guido Kappeli said the project is considered one of the most modern and technologically advanced hydropower dam projects around the world, and he is confident that the government is on the right track in addressing all the social and environmental issues.
Yes. I'm really convinced that this is a good way to develop the country, because the impacts are I do not see where the impacts, the negative impacts were. I think you have really forecast all the problems which such a project can bring, and the project is done really in the best and really in a professional way. I'm convinced you will have one of the most modern and high-tech project in the world.
According to Dr. Kappeli, the project is very crucial to development of LAPDR because it will help to generate a lot of revenue for the state, and in turn the government will have the capacity to develop the country further, so to come out from the least developed country status.
Exactly. It is always a balance. All our life is, you have positive and negatives, of course, but I'm sure the negative is much less than the positive. And this is a project for the next 100 years. During 100 years you will have electricity. For now you are exporting, but let's hope in the future you also can use it in your country to develop your country. You have every year 2% more, the population is growing by 2% every year. What shall the government do? It is better to develop here the economy. And this is one of, there are many things to do, of course, but this is one which the government does by my opinion, in a very, very good way.
The Lao government hopes that Xayaboury Dam will be the best dam on the Mekong River. The construction of the dam will help it to generate revenue so as it can reduce poverty in the country and become an industrial nation over the next 10 years.